I'm up on Dartmoor. This is Yes Tor. I was going to film from the top of Yes Tor, but there's a pesky human being up there, so I thought I'd come down here and film. You may have noticed, depending on the angle of this camera and lens, that I'm not alone. I have my girlfriend Olga with me, and that's as much coverage as you're getting because I don't want her to break the camera or anything. I'm afraid the cheek carries on. We'll be heading towards High Willhays, I think is the name. I better check that, otherwise Richard will be telling me off. And then for a camp in that direction fairly soon. Looks like our pesky traveller may be leaving, so I might do a quick sweep around up there for you. We flew the Phantom just a minute ago, which you saw some footage over there. And obviously I've got Lassie here. Olga has her pack. We may show a few things from what we've brought, and I've brought a huge pack with me because I've got the Therm-A-Rest 3 GT and the Phantom in there, and it weighs an absolute ton. And of course I've been the absolute gentleman. I'm carrying a small pack, and Olga is carrying a great big heavy pack, and I have to go and rescue Lassie from the more pesky travellers. Right, well, we're just in camp, and I stepped into a great big bog and Olga stepped into a small bog, so we're just drying shoes out here, and socks are being dried out on this rather sort of makeshift sock drying implement. So we will be patenting this, and any charges please make payable to Lassie. Thank you. My trousers got covered in bog as well, so I've taken those down to the river and given them a wash. And the bottom of my trousers here, the patented sock line nearly fell over. They'll be after a discount for that if it's faulty. So I've got, I'm going around bare feet at the moment. I won't show you too much of my legs. And let's have a look and see how wet this is. That the dry one? Yes, yeah. It probably is. I knew there was a reason for bringing Olga. The dishwasher.
Yes, a camping dishwasher.
Okay, Olga is now doing cook duties. We are making custard. I brought a custard powder mix with me. 40 grams of marble, 30 grams of custard, and 20 grams of sugar. And that should hopefully make custard for 2 people. The smoke you can see there is just to scare, hopefully, maybe, any bugs away. So I picked up this big sheet of matting here, which folds down quite nicely, and absolutely perfect for making camp on outside while it's pleasant out here. Lass's obviously had her food and some water. I'll put some more food out for her in a minute, I think, and I'll show you inside in a minute. And obviously this is the Therm-A-Rest 3 GT. It's actually sagging a bit at the back. I'll have to just straighten out that in a minute. Okay, well, morning has arrived. In fact, morning has arrived and passed. We've had breakfast. I just thought I'd show you the sleep system, which is something I mentioned yesterday. I'll show it to you as best as I can. What I did, I got hold of 2 Therm-A-Rest large x-therm mats and a down coupler to join the 2 together. So each mat is 25 inches wide, and obviously the down coupler is 50 inches wide, and they so that's the Therm-A-Rest there. And then the down coupler has this, and it's a Therm-A-Rest down coupler. Yeah, Therm-A-Rest down coupler. And it has this sort of elasticated bungee system underneath, which when put over the mat holds it in place. And then there's a small hole there. Quite sure the exact reasoning. Oh, I see. So it's sewn together here. So one mat goes in here. Then this bit is sewn through. Then the other mat goes in here. So that will obviously stop the two mats from pinging up into each other. So each mat has its own pocket there. I got hold of, not from Ron or MLD on this occasion, unfortunately. I don't think Ron does double quilts. Although a large quilt over the top of this might actually be useful in the winter. But this is an Enlightened Equipment double quilt. This one's rated at -5, so it was absolutely roasting last night. I woke up very, very hot and sweaty at one time, and that was just due to the heat, as in the heat of being under this. It has little poppers on each corner here and here, so your head can go through, and you can kind of cinch your head up into that little area there, and then because it's a double, the second person can cinch their head up in there, and then that just fitted absolutely perfectly in here. And then for Olga we had an X-Pad comfort pillow, and then I just used my normal X-Pad air pillow. A very comfortable night. The Therm-A-Rest mats are, as I say, are the large ones, so they are a little bit heavier and a little bit bulkier than the other mats, but well worth getting in situations when, like, you want someone to really, really enjoy their first camping experience. And this, as I say, this down coupler, it's over 600 grams, but well worth it for comfort and things like that when you're not too worried about weight.